here's a little addition coming your way. Exclusively, I will say, from Brian Stews of Stallone the Action Icon and Rambo 5 Last Blood Facebook page. Just pointed out to me that Stallone will no longer be partaking, or is not. I'm not sure about the story yet. I'm going to read it to you now, but will not be involved in New Blood Son of Rambo series. I was just on my way uploading the episodes for this Creed Week 2, and I got this just in. So thank you, Brian. It's really great because it's so weird that I was right at the crux of going to get the upload for Son of Rambo episode ready, and then we did a little chat there for a couple of minutes regarding the mixed feelings on the project, and you shed new light onto this that I have not even seen so far. So here we go. This comes exclusively from AV Club, TV Club, Newswire. Sylvester Stallone won't be out for Rambo New Blood after all. By Danette Chavez, December 7th, 2015 at 1:30 p.m. I can't believe I didn't see this. But anyway, here we go. So you're getting a little bonus episode. It was a fun rumor while it lasted, but now we gotta put the rumor to bed. But at least in these two past videos, you get both sides of the coin, both sides of the story. So it says, although hopes were recently raised that he'd reprise the role of John Rambo, Sylvester Stallone is reportedly done playing Rogue Commando. The sad news comes courtesy of Deadline, which reports that the actor will not star in the Rambo series that's currently in development at Fox. That's sad because we really wanted to see a new Rambo in any shape or form. And that's sad. I guess that puts a definite date on our series finale. But getting back to this, Stallone is limiting his role to that of executive producer, a position that will probably still come with a flamethrower or grenade launcher. Stallone's spokesperson told Deadline that the actor has opted not to participate in the planned Rambo television series in any way at all, which sounds like he's hoping Ryan Gosling really will step in at some point. The oft-rumored, ominously titled Last Blood film was swapped for the more optimistic-sounding Rambo New Blood series. I don't think it's that optimistic. I would prefer Last Blood even better, and I would definitely prefer Hunter more than Last Blood. Because, as I've told you a million times, the Mexico thing has been done with Taken like 3 or 4 times, right? So, let's see Rambo do something different. Let's see him go into sci-fi. Let's see him do something different. Anyway, it looks like that's not going to happen. But, going on to say, here in the article, which will center on the complex relationship between Rambo and his son, J.R., an ex-Navy SEAL. As counterintuitive as it may seem to move forward with a series in which Stallone won't mumble fatherly advice. That's precisely what Fox is doing. There's currently no word on which muscle-bound sexagenarians are being considered for the part, but perhaps Stallone could rope some of them into that Expendables TV series. That's also in the works. So it seems that Fox is going to go through with this anyway. I don't know how they can do that. Doesn't Stallone hold the rights for this with New Image, New Millennium? Seems like a custody battle is in the cards. Let's go to the comments. Nerd in the Basement says, Sylvester Stallone will, however, be back for Rambo sequel that will star Taylor Swift, entitled Rambo, Bad Blood. Haha, very funny. The Over Suspects gives his comments on this. Rambo Gremlins, don't bleed him after midnight. Very nice. Poopy Face goes on to say, Edward James Olmos and Sylvester Stallone are aging veterans who join rival gangs in Rambo, Blood In, Blood Out. Haha. Franklin goes on to say Sylvester Stallone stars as an aging combatant in an illegal Cuban martial arts tournament with Jean-Claude Van Damme as his trainer in Rambo: First Bloodsport. That's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool take on that. Pretty cool joke. Kill Reginald says, aka Rambo Bound by Honor. Franklin, I believe that this film was conceived when Stallone and Swift slept together, and Swift mentioned that how she gets ideas for her songs. Haha. Cappadocius says, having seen Stallone's previous porno work, I paid top dollar for the Stallone Swift sex tape. As would I. As would I. Poopy Face comes back to say, in that tape, Stallone would have and a whole bunch of emoticons, a Swift ending. Franklin says, so she didn't have to shake it off. El Dan comes in to say, there was a rumor back in the 90s that Stallone was into glass-bottom boats, so I'm not sure if you want to see that tape or not. Spicoli 323, hey, but you're the one who started that rumor. Cappadiosis, I'm not help to the sex slang you kids are using in glass-bottom boats about butt stuff. Spicoli comes back in sense, yes. JC tunes in from Nerd in the Basement. Rambo investigates the murder of Kansas farm family in Rambo in Cold Blood. Tugasetti says, Rambo releases an album that critics laud as important, poignant, personal, and cutting in years of Rambo, blood on the tracks. Jose Peterson, nah, he'll team up with Barry Cranston as Trumbo. Randy Miller 3. Are you bringing any copies of 1989? Of course not. You're not changing anything. Handshot first, 11:38. Now we've got shotguns, and I don't think he can cock them. Bob Hope is good, says, you guessed it, Frank Stallone. Mr. Treepwood says, it doesn't work without any context. Old future Wolfgang Pauli says, in principle he should have began with something like, and who was been chosen in his place. But the context is pretty clear from the subject. We'll have to let the judges sort this one out at this year's Memmy Awards. He also goes, Trip One comes back to say, as long as he's being punished for being a dick in the Paris attacks thread, I doubt the judges will be on his side. I don't know what the hell they're talking about, Stallone in the Paris attacks thread. That's news to me. Power 13. That's something to look out for, actually. We should look that up. Like the N-word thing. Power 13 says, in this case, I think he's just affirming that Frank Stallone predicted this event. Prevlatron TFU says, it only works without any context. Too Great Tasty says, what does work with context? You guessed it, Frank Stallone. Reposted Avenged Sevenfold Fan 2. No. 1. Dimebag Darrell. 2. Chuck Norris. 3. Whatever kills Justin Bieber. I'm down with that one. And X Fozzy BXX 1 year ago. Uprooted for number 3 by Liberal Media's Bias. Sludge Rollhall says, what if Chuck Norris kills Justin Bieber? Liberal pipes back with humanity wins. JC says, then we all win. Which is true. We all fucking win if Justin Bieber dies. Liberal Medial Bias comes back with not gonna lie. I'm really intrigued as to what Ryan M's list looks like. Whatever that means. I got lick foot again says, now there's something that works without context. How many of these are there, man? There's a ton of them. I'm only gonna read the first tier, okay? I'm only gonna read the first tier. Argy Baraji says Rambo Dialysis as his Rambo sequel that he hopes for. Poopy Face says Rambo Part D Prescription Drug Benefits. Billy the Clown Sora says, and its immediate sequel Rambo could not cover under your HSA. Jet Jaguar says Rambo, thanks Obama. The Casual Gospel says Rambo, and Age You Won't Believe. Pope Francis says Cialis presents Ramboner. Brewfan 19, Rambo New and Sure. Pants Goblin. Although hopes were recently raised that he'd reprise his role as John Rambo, I see you're mixing up the word hope with fear again. Dikachu says, unintelligible yelling and grunting. Pope Francis, look, you just take a laxative and try again in an hour. Regular potato chip, that's great, Dick. But how do you feel about the new Rambo movie? Bite Kike says, beaten by a squirrel. Liberty Media Bias says, well, if you ever need a title for an autobiography, here you go with that. Bite Kike says, that's great, Dick. But what are your thoughts on Rambo? Sludge Von Hole says, but enough about your sex life. What are your thoughts on Rambo? Spicoli323 comes back with, why are you assuming those two distinct things for him? How long is this? Goes on forever, people. I'm not gonna read. I can't read them all. But you know, I gave you the site here. The site is let's see how long does this go? I could probably read comments for the next 2 hours? At least an hour. At least an hour. At least an hour. I don't even know where I was. So what do you guys think of that? Let me know. Those are just some of the comments. So I guess a lot of people don't like this. Once again, this is on TV Club Newswire by Danette Chavez, December 7th, 2015. TV Club, a.v.club, or avclub.com, www.avclub.com is where you can get this piece and the rest of these fucking crazy troll motherfuckers doing their best to just make fun of everything, because that's what fucking stupid kids in their basement do. Fucking stupid keyboard warriors who don't know what the fuck they're even talking about in the first fucking place. Because we all know that all these fucking punks who leave a comment are, seasoned film reviewers, seasoned cinema experts. But I'm not getting into it because it's a fucking circus and they're definitely not taking it seriously. I'm sure that there is some great comments going through here, but I don't have time for that. Nobody got time for that. Nobody got time for this, just kids being fucking stupid kids. Anyway, so that's all for now. And thanks for this news break, and we will now return to our scheduled programming. We're going to go live from Colombia, our first Colombia show with Mr. Alex Esparza, live in Colombia on RAMBOMANIA. Take it easy. See you guys later. And don't miss Drago coming up after that. The full script. We're doing page by page. Fantastic stuff by Andrew LeMay. So, please, don't touch that dial. We'll be right back right after this.